How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the first half of the holiday sale that runs through January 7th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25K by the end of 2026, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $3.74, Vampire Survivors is a minimalist yet wildly addictive roguelite where you mow down endless hordes of night creatures, auto-attacking as you focus on movement, positioning, and smart upgrade choices to survive until dawn. Each run lets you snowball through clever weapon synergies, passive buffs, and permanent meta upgrades, transforming chaotic bullet hell swarms into hypnotic power fantasies packed with unlocks, secrets, evolving stages, hidden characters, boss encounters, and absurd screen-filling destruction that constantly rewards experimentation and risk-taking. Optional 1 to 4 player couch co-op adds even more mayhem, making every run feel fresh, frantic, and endlessly replayable. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3.49, Brotato is a frantic top-down arena shooter roguelite where you play a potato armed with up to 6 weapons at once, battling relentless waves of aliens while awaiting rescue. You'll customize your runs with dozens of characters, hundreds of items and weapons, from flamethrowers and SMGs to rocket launchers and even sticks and stones, and craft unique builds by selecting traits and upgrades that suit your playstyle. With fast-paced runs, auto-firing weapons, manual aiming options, and adjustable difficulty, its chaotic combat, vibrant arenas, and endlessly replayable mechanics create a hilariously intense, addictive, and highly strategic roguelite experience that's perfect for quick sessions. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Mortal Kombat 11 is a brutal, fast-paced fighting game where you step into the arena with a massive roster of returning legends and new warriors as time itself unravels in an epic clash against Kronika. You'll customize each character with detailed variations, skins, and abilities, then dive into tense, combo-heavy battles that blend crisp mechanics, cinematic presentation, and bone-crunching X-ray attacks that make every hit feel devastating. Between its sprawling story mode, Towers of Time, deep training tools, and competitive multiplayer, you'll experience a polished and content-rich fighter that rewards mastery, experimentation, and non-stop brutality for casual and competitive players alike. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Tormented Souls is a modern survival horror adventure that channels the spirit of classics like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, following Carrion Walker as she investigates the mysterious disappearance of twin girls in a decrepit, decaying mansion filled with nightmarish secrets. You'll explore the eerie halls of Winter Lake, solving fiendish puzzles, scavenging scarce resources, and surviving grotesque creatures that stalk every shadowed corridor. The game combines fixed camera exploration and modern controls with an unsettling atmosphere, clever item-based problem-solving, and a reality-warping mirror mechanic that twists space and time in disturbing ways, perfect for hardcore horror fans. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1.99, Yoku's Island Express is a charming open-world adventure where you play as Yoku, a tiny postman navigating Mokomana Island, using a unique and inventive blend of pinball mechanics, platforming, and exploration. You'll seamlessly traverse lush beaches, snowy mountains, steamy hot springs, and hidden corners, completing quests, helping quirky locals, discovering secrets, and awakening ancient deities while uncovering the island's deep mysteries. The game combines physics-based gameplay, clever puzzles, and creative problem-solving with colorful, handcrafted environments, delightful characters, and a whimsical story that keeps every moment engaging, playful, and surprising. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Firewatch is a narrative-driven adventure set in 1989, where you play as Henry, a man escaping his troubled life to work as a fire lookout deep in the Wyoming wilderness. As you explore a stunning, ever-expanding forest filled with wildlife, hidden paths, abandoned cabins, breathtaking vistas, and subtle environmental storytelling, you communicate with your supervisor Delilah over a handheld radio, shaping the story and building a deeply human relationship. Your choices also unravel a tense, slow-burning mystery full of secrets, suspense, emotional weight, moral dilemmas, unexpected twists, branching dialogue, haunting moments, and layered, unforgettable narrative experiences. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition delivers a bold, action-packed fighting experience from NetherRealm Studios. This edition adds 6 new playable characters, over 30 new skins, and 60 Star Labs missions, dramatically expanding the original game's depth, replayability, strategic combat options, and overall player engagement. Take control of DC Comics icons like Batman, the Joker, Green Lantern, the Flash, Superman, and Wonder Woman as heroes and villains clash in epic battles across massive arenas, utilizing unique abilities, environmental interactions, and team-based tactics, all with a gripping, intense original story where the line between good and evil has been blurred. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Death's Door is a stylish top-down action-adventure where you play as a crow tasked with reaping souls in a haunting, mysterious world where death no longer naturally occurs. When a soul you're assigned to collect is stolen, you'll embark on a perilous journey through strange lands untouched by time, battling bizarre creatures and unraveling a conspiracy that threatens the fragile balance of life and death itself. With sharp, deliberate combat that rewards precision, clever use of melee weapons, ranged attacks, and magic, and a beautifully melancholic world filled with secrets, oddball characters, and towering bosses, every moment feels finely crafted and meaningful. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.49, 20XX is a fast-paced roguelike action platformer where you and a friend jump, shoot, and blast through procedurally generated levels to save humanity from overwhelming robotic threats. The game features tight, responsive controls, over 100 powerful upgrades, and a wide variety of play modes, optional difficulty modifiers, daily and weekly seeded challenges, and hidden secrets to keep each run fresh, intense, and unpredictable. You'll battle massive bosses, experiment with permanent death runs, and team up locally or online in co-op while unlocking new abilities, upgrading your arsenal, and mastering each unique, randomly generated stage filled with traps, enemies, and surprises. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Planet of Lana is a visually stunning action-adventure where you guide Lana and her loyal companion through a beautifully vibrant but threatened world, striving to restore balance after a faceless army disrupts the planet's harmony. What begins as a journey of survival evolves into a deeply emotional quest across diverse environments, combining clever puzzles, stealthy navigation, and challenging action sequences that test reflexes, wit, and strategic thinking. With companion-based gameplay, striking hand-painted visuals, and an epic story spanning galaxies and centuries, players experience a richly immersive adventure that celebrates the bond between nature, humans, and animals. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Spiritfarer Farewell Edition is the definitive edition of the award-winning cozy management game about dying, combining the base game and all released additional content. Play as Stella, a Spiritfarer ferry master guiding spirits to the afterlife, building and upgrading a boat to explore mystical seas, farming, mining, fishing, cooking, crafting, and forming deep connections with your spirit passengers while uncovering hidden stories and secrets along the way. Enjoy 2-player cooperative play as Daffodil the Cat, create lasting memories, experience seasonal events, and embark on a heartfelt journey that teaches care, compassion, and how to say goodbye to cherished friends. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Slime Rancher is a charming first-person sandbox adventure where you play as Beatrix LeBeau, a plucky young rancher who leaves Earth to start a new life on the distant, colorful, whimsical Far Far Range. You'll collect dozens of adorable slimes, grow crops, raise chickadoos, harvest resources, and explore vast, untamed landscapes while upgrading your all-purpose backpack, expanding your ranch, and experimenting with over 150 hybrid slime combinations. With multiple game modes, hidden secrets, and a whimsical, vibrant world full of surprises, quirky physics-based fun, and delightful interactions, every day offers fresh challenges and rewarding opportunities for creativity. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Ghost of a Tale is a stealth-driven adventure where you play as Tilo, a courageous minstrel mouse trying to escape the dungeons of Dwindling Heights Keep and find his lost love, Mera. Set in a beautifully realized medieval world ruled by rats and filled with crumbling ruins, twisting corridors, and lush outdoor areas, the game blends exploration, light RPG mechanics, and immersive storytelling with a painterly art style and meticulous attention to atmosphere. You'll sneak past towering foes, don disguises to fool your captors, solve clever environmental puzzles, and uncover ancient secrets hidden throughout the keep as you turn cunning and charm into your greatest weapons. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Destiny: The Collection is a comprehensive first-person shooter bundle that includes every major release and expansion from the acclaimed franchise, offering both new and returning Guardians an epic journey across a vast, visually stunning, and ever-expanding shared sci-fi universe. You'll explore diverse planets, complete story-driven missions, engage in cooperative strikes and competitive multiplayer, and develop your character's abilities, gear, and arsenal, with a level 40 boost letting you jump straight into the action. With its expansive content, engaging gameplay loops, and continuously evolving universe, it delivers a massive, thrilling, and highly replayable shooter experience. It's a 77 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Carrion is a reverse horror game where you play as a mysterious, amorphous creature seeking revenge on those who imprisoned you, turning the tables on traditional horror by making you the predator rather than the prey. Stalk, consume, and terrify your captors while growing and evolving, unlocking increasingly devastating abilities to wreak havoc and spread fear throughout the sprawling, labyrinthine facility. Tear through walls, crush obstacles, and manipulate your environment strategically as you confront human guards, scientists, and security systems, experiencing a uniquely satisfying blend of stealth, power, and chaotic destruction from a horrifyingly fresh perspective. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I played Firewatch and Slime Rancher, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.